I'm like an orange today. I'm a little frazzled.
Thank you for sharing. Okay, and Elizabeth Johnson.
Sorry, I just got here, but it sounds like you're sharing colors.
Yes, so blue and green is you're feeling chill, yellow is neutral, orange and red is really frazzled.
I'd say yellow, feeling kind of neutral.
Okay. Thank you. And I'm sorry, I was for the J. Ibos at Burlingame School. What is your first name again?
Sorry, I need to change that. Hi, I'm Jen Ibis, and I'm at Burlingame Intermediate School. In my color, I think I'm neutral as well. So a yellow sounds good.
Okay, thank you. Kelly McCarthy.
Hi, everyone. I'm Kelly McCarthy. I'm the counselor at Ingrid B. Lacey Middle School in Pacifica. And I'd say I'm like a yellow. We'll give it a yellow.
Okay, Cece.
Hi, I'm Cece Soriano, and I am at Parkside and at North Shoreview. And I think my color is like a high yellow and then like somewhere yellow greenish, somewhere there.
Thank you. Danielle.
Hi, everyone. My name is Danielle Cahoe, and I am a middle school counselor with Jefferson Elementary School District. And I would say my color is teal.
Ooh, okay, very nice. Jace.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jace, and I'm a middle school counselor at Westboro Middle School in South City. I would say my color, like you, Mary, is yellow, but kind of with orange tones. I feel like this week, although it is a 4-day week, it feels like it's been a long week already.
Definitely. Okay. Sarah.
Hi, I'm Sarah Levine. I'm at Alta Loma Middle School in South San Francisco, and I'm feeling pretty blue. So,
Oh, very nice.
Weird to say blue in a like positive way.
Okay. Gerald.
Hello, I'm Gerald Corbin, school counselor at Abbott Middle School in San Mateo, and I'm definitely blue color, but a good blue, like Sarah said.
Yeah. Great. Fallon.
Hi there, I'm Fallon Smith. I am an elementary school counselor currently at McKinley Elementary in Burlingame, and I would say I'm a yellow with orange tones as well.
Kate.
Hi, everyone. So I'm a counselor at El Camino High School. I'm feeling orange. I just wanted to pop in to say hi. We actually have day 2 of our UC conference, but I just wanted to see all your beautiful faces. Hope the rest of your day goes well, everyone.
Thanks, Kate, for popping by. Okay. Hillary.
Hi, good morning, everybody. I'm Hillary. I'm at Benjamin Franklin Intermediate School. And I would say I'm personally feeling kind of indigo, but professionally kind of crimson. We've lost 3 faculty members here in like a space of 3 months. The most recent was over the weekend. And so it's just kind of a lot.
Okay, Hillary, is there any way that we can support your staff, you and your staff with that?
Thank you very much. I think Danielle and I have some plans in place, but
Okay.
I appreciate it very much. Thank you. And then also we're working with Stephanie. So,
Okay, great. Yeah,
yeah,
so just feel free to reach out to this group if you need anything.
Thank you.
Okay. Jamie.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jamie Maciel. I am the elementary school counselor at George Washington in Daly City as well. And I am feeling a dark yellow.
A dark yellow, okay. Connor.
Hi, everyone. My name is Connor Sines. I'm the school counselor at Ortega Elementary School in Pacifica, and I'm feeling very yellow today. Nothing's gonna get me down.
Okay. Who's my next on the list? Anna.
Hi, everyone. I'm Ana Dueñas. I'm the elementary school counselor at Lead Elementary in San Mateo Foster City School District. I think I'm feeling maybe a green today.
Nice. Okay. Molly?
Hi, Molly Hendricks, San Mateo County Office of Ed. I am feeling maybe, yeah, like a burnt sienna, orangish brown. Yeah, it's a little, everything's kind of on fire.
Okay. Okay, Michelle.
Hi, I'm Michelle. I'm San Mateo County Office of Education, and like a yellow green, so neutral chill.
Thank you. Shalane.
Shalane Peterson, San Mateo County Office of Education, hot pink.
Hot pink. Okay. M. Hugh. I forgot what your first name is. Sorry.
Hi, everyone. Marianne Hugh. I'm the Director of Student Performance at South City District, and I work with all of our counselors. And I think my color is in like an indigo blue.
Thank you for being here. Tracy.
Hi everyone, Tracy Bonaducci. I'm actually a school psych, and I know we've been trying to get a group together as well. So I'm gonna crash some of your groups because I love the support. I work for the County Office of Ed, and I am yellow because the day has started, and I'm trying to take in my breathe and my calm signs behind me. But I'm borderline orange.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vivian.
Hi, Vivian Garlic. I'm school counselor at Cherlinda Middle School and Mariposa Upper Elementary. And I'm not sure what the colors mean because I came in late, but I'll say I've been green this year. I don't know. I want to try to be inspiring and cheerful.
Good. I like that interpretation. Thank you, Vivian. Christian? Or Christian? I don't know how to pronounce that.
I was like, is that me?
Yeah.
That's right. So I'm Christian Tandock, Sunset Ridge Elementary School's school counselor. I'm also known as Mr. T. That'd be a lot easier to remember that way. And my color as of right now, and it's been since school year, is Ninja Turtle green. So.
Okay, great. Stacy.
Hi, I'm Stacey Mark. I'm one of the counselors at Cunha Intermediate on the coast side in Half Moon Bay. I came in late also with the colors, but I'm always feeling yellow. So I was like, I'll be a yellow.
Okay. Jay.
Hey there, folks. My name is Jay Stevens, and I'm a school counselor here at Valamar School in Pacifica, kindergarten through 8. And today I would say I'm feeling baby blue.
Okay, and then we've got Katerina.
Hi, my name is Katerina Cook, and I'm the school counselor at Fox and Cipriani Elementary. I also missed the color introduction, but I will say purple.
Okay, so just to catch up, blue and greenish were kind of like you're really chill and everything's fine. Yellow is neutral, and then orange and red is getting into I'm feeling stressed or frazzled. So
okay,
there you go. Thank you. Nicole? Nicole, yeah.
Hi, good morning. My name is Nicole Scott. I am the school counselor at Oak Knoll Elementary School, and I would say I'm in the yellow.
Great, okay. Heidi.
Good morning. I would say that I am in the blue range. I am sorry, I'm multitasking walking my dog. I'm a part-timer at St. Charles Elementary School in San Carlos, and I'm not a counselor, but I work with our counselor. I teach social emotional character ed learning classes for K through K for 4. And I just saw that you guys were having this about a month ago, and I'm like, oh, I just want to dip in and see it. So hopefully I can gain some nuggets from you guys with your wisdom.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us, Heidi. Janice?
Hi everyone, I'm Janice Lee. I am a middle school counselor at Cunha Intermediate School in Half Moon Bay. I would say that I am currently in orange, which is normally my favorite color, but I'm hoping to be down to a yellow after a morning with you all.
Thanks. Arcelio?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Arcelio Cepeda, and I'm coming to you guys from Connect Community Charter School in Redwood City. I would say I'm always a pretty good green.
All right.
Just chill. Yeah. Nice to be here.
Thank you for attending. Manisha?
Yeah, hi, I'm Nisha Chulani. I am also from Connect Community Charter School. I'm not sure about the colors. I came in a little late, but my favorite color is purple.
Thank you. Dob?
Hi, everyone. I'm with Burlingame School District. I am a solid green today.
Fantastic. And then I think Erica just joined us.
Sorry, I'm late. I had a meeting with a student. Are we introducing ourselves?
Yeah, so just say where you're from and then kind of your color spectrum today, with blue and green being kind of chill, yellow being neutral, and red and orange being kind of frazzled or stressed.
Thank you. My name is Erica. I'm in the San Mateo Foster City District. I'm in College Park and Beach Park. And I probably will be kind of like a mix of a yellow and an orange today.
Great. Well, thank you so much for being here. I really love how many greens we have. And I'm sorry for those of you who joined me in the yellowish, orangish range. I mean, the orangish, reddish, whatever, that area. So welcome to our first COP of the year. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen really quick. So our meeting norms are as they've always been. So just come as you are, whether you're a green or a bright red. Take space and make space to let others share. And then use the chat to ask questions, engage, anything like that. So what we're going to do today is you're actually going to have a lot of time to just connect with each other, just given that it's the beginning of the school year. So we're going to do our regular welcoming ritual, which will involve breakout rooms that my colleague Molly Hendricks will run. And then I've got an article I'm going to share with you, but we're going to just focus on a small part of that to really get a sense of what is going on right now in your sites and what you need, because we want to make this community of practice be something really helpful. I have some money to be able to bring in guest speakers to get some training going. And then sometimes we notice that y'all just really like to be able to just hang out together and share ideas. So I want to make this a really useful time, because I know just even giving up an hour is a huge deal. And then we will always end with our optimistic closure. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Molly Hendricks for our welcoming ritual today.
Hi, good morning. So great to see so many familiar faces and a lot of new ones too. So today we are welcoming ritual. We're going to go into breakout rooms where we're going to randomly throw you in there so you don't get to choose. But we want to help you guys connect with one another. So if you could choose one of these questions or all three of these questions, or just check in with each other. But here are some prompts if you need them. So what's one word you would use to describe your team? So your counseling team at work. And what's the most important personal attribute that you bring to your job? And then what's the one sentence you'd like to hear from your supervisor? I would love to hear from my supervisor. I'd like you to meet your new program specialist. That's what I would like, because that would mean we'd have some extra help. But that's not within her power. So anyway, hopefully we can spend some time. How much time do we have for this, Shalane? 10 minutes. Sweet. So you're going to get lumped into a breakout room and get to know some new folks.
Okay, here we go.
Thank you.
You should receive your breakout room invitation.
Molly, did you put me in a room?
I'm the one who did it, and it was automatic, so yes.
Okay, I'm not going to go into it.
No worries.
I gotta take a call really quick. So if I'm not back when the 10 minutes, I think I'll be done, but if I'm not back when 10 minutes over.
And thank you for giving us 10 minutes. That was a nice amount of time.
I'm slowly learning. Do all these 17 things and you have 3 minutes, go. Okay. Not everyone's back yet. Okay.
No, it was closing soon.
Oh, okay. So Molly, you want to just do, when everyone's back, just do some quick summary of that and then we'll move on?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, more people are coming back. It still looks like we're waiting for a few. Here they come, boom, boom, boom. Awesome. Welcome back, everybody. How was that? Does anybody want to unmute and talk about, share kind of what their experience was?
Yeah, sure. Our group can go.
Awesome.
We learned it's a very small world. And we are all interconnected in some way or another, which is amazing. And we're super thankful for the randomness of the group, because we learned some pretty interesting things about each other and our schools and life, etc.
That's great. Yeah, I was in a breakout room with somebody who is being trained by somebody that trained me in kind of trauma-informed classrooms and stuff. And so that was a cool connection as well. Anyone else want to
go? In my group, one thing we all agreed on is communication with our supervisors. There's certain things we want to hear and want to talk about with our supervisors, and just trying to get through that glass, brick, invisible wall and have those constructive conversations, or have a meaningful conversation where it doesn't feel like we're getting one ear out the other, or it's like, all right, cool, I hear you, but I want you for sure to hear me. And there's a lot more new people than I thought. I'm blessed to be with the group and many people that are new. So it's like everyone has some growing pains, and I'm not alone fully, because I always feel like I'm like 30 steps behind everybody, but knowing someone else is new has me like, all right, cool, maybe I'm not as far behind as comparatively to others.
go? Thank you. And yay, Sunset Ridge.
I'd like to say something real quick, just piggybacking off of the last person. Just reminding us that we're not alone in our jobs, and that we're hopeful, because if like in other places it's better or worse, and you're like, okay, that makes you feel a little bit better, and so I just appreciate, I forget, you kind of get caught up in your own little office, in your own little school, and you forget that there's others out there that are feeling or thinking or going through the same thing. So I just appreciate the time to kind of be in that space.
Great. All right, well, I thank you guys for all participating. I'm really glad we had that opportunity to do that. And we're gonna have a few more opportunities for the rest of our time together too, to kind of get together and chat. But I'm gonna toss it back over to Mary.
Okay, thank you guys very much. We can get this a little bit bigger. Come on, there we go. Okay, so for those of you who are also attending our SEL community of practice, we've been trying to push the idea of that educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. And all of the research that's come out of the best way to re-engage following the pandemic and following so many months of distance learning is to really connect as humans, the SEL component and all of that. So one thing that we at the, excuse me, at the County Office of Ed are using as kind of a guide for us is at the top of this slide Oh, Shalene, can you share this slide deck with everyone? I made it possible for everyone can have it. Also, sorry, before I forget, if you can sign in the sign-in sheet that Shalene will also drop in the chat, just so we can keep track of numbers for a grant we're working on, that would be awesome. So this article I really found impactful. And so it was a bunch of like the best educators across the fanciest schools in America. And these are the 10 things they think are absolutely necessary because education has been changed forever. So it's restarting and reimagining schools, learning in the time of COVID and beyond. So these are the 10 areas that they say really need the most work. And what I wanted to really focus on today is factors 4 and 5. Ensure supports for social emotional learning and redesign schools for stronger relationships. So under each factor, they have bullet points of what they mean by that and particular actions that can be taken. So under ensuring support for SEL is implementing a comprehensive system of support, which can look like MTSS. Ensure opportunities for explicit teaching at every single grade level, even pre-K. Infusing it into instruction in all classes, and there are ways to implement it through any academic class, even math and science. Institute restorative practices. And then the last one's always about policy. So they're recommending that like board policies change, administrative regulations change so that this becomes the thing. And then the fifth one, factor 5, is redesigning schools so it really fosters positive relationships with everybody in the school community. So again, what we're talking about, safe school climate, fostering health and safety, trust among students and staff, strengthen relationships with families, doing greater outreach. The whole thing about belonging that we focused on all last spring. And again, enacting policies that support relationship-centered design. So what I have here, the link in the bottom is to a Google sheet. So what we're going to have you do is send you in breakout rooms again. And in your group, discuss if you want to focus on factor 4 or 5 and select a topic that's relevant to your site or sites and share how you might already be addressing that and maybe brainstorm additional methods. So that I put it all on one page, and then you guys will have access to that page so that you will have what everyone's brainstorming is. And so I want to also do the same caveat with you as we are, one of the main goals of this community of practice is to focus on connection and like how Anne just said, like just the ability to know you're not alone and that we're facing all of the same challenges, even though the circumstances at our particular sites may be different. So if it turns into you're just having a really great dialogue, you're finding connections, like other gentleman was saying earlier, we want this to be a valuable time for you. So if this activity is not working for the group that you have together, you don't have to do it. You're not going to get graded down. It's more an opportunity for you. So what time is it right now? Okay, why don't we take about 15 minutes for this? And so again, get in groups, decide if you want to select factor 4 or 5 to discuss, pick a topic related to that, or just brainstorm how you guys are just doing. Okay.
Before I put you in breakout rooms, I can't broadcast a link, so please click the link in the chat now so you'll have access to it before you go into the breakout room. So I'll give you a moment to do that, and then I'll open the rooms. And opening the rooms now.
Okay, got it. We're almost up to our numbers. Okay, so thank you so much for taking the time. And what I'd love is if is there any specific idea that you're taking away that you discussed with your group? Any particular idea or something that you are going to do like immediately when this meeting is over, or suggest to your supervisor? Feel free to unmute yourselves.
I'm going to start collabing more with the teachers and getting their gauge on how I can further help them and help the students, since they're the front line. So that gives me that, as well as like trying to build where teachers can call home to students, to any parent, and just tell them what's going on. Even if a student's having a great week, that's a good reason to call home too, right? To celebrate that and celebrate, I'm not always, calling home because of certain things, but calling home for anything. Like, hey, they had a great week this week. Thank you. Keep doing what you're doing and celebrate them. And hopefully that brings more community engagement and, family engagement with the school. Like, all right, like maybe I can call, give them the rope and say like, let's call them for a good reason or any reason. Let's give a conversation and give them that opportunity. It's like, if you ever need to contact me, call or whatever, feel free to come by, and I'm more willing to meet with anyone before school, after school, on the street, in the woods, whatever. I want to make sure that I'm visible to the students here as well to their parents.
That's a great tip. When I worked at Peninsula Alternative High School, the principal for a while had every teacher have to call home, make 5 positive phone calls home to kids in their class every week. And even if they showed up 3 out of 4 or 3 out of the 5 days this week, there had to be something positive. And initially the teachers were really skeptical about that, but it really changed the culture, because these are kids that are already been sent to a continuation or alternative high school for usually poor grades or behavior. And so that they're getting a call from school that's not negative made a really huge difference. Okay. Anybody else come with another takeaway that they'd like to implement? And thank you for all of you that are letting me know you have to go. I understand it. We are going to wind up early today, but I do appreciate you giving us the heads up.
We discussed the importance of admin implementing SEL and emphasizing SEL, because if they're just hearing it from the counselor over and over again, it's very like, oh, that's just the counselor's deal, and it comes in last because we have math to do and we have all this other stuff to do. So it's really important for admin to emphasize SEL. And I think all of our districts that we were talking about were kind of struggling with that.
How many of you had, as part of your welcome back to the school year, had any SEL for the adults, or any sort of moment to reflect on the last 18 months? Hillary, you guys did?
We did it like as part of our staff meeting. We did, our welcome back, and then to address the deaths, we had some circles for the staff also. So we did a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit that wasn't related to that, like a little bit in general about coming back to COVID.
Okay.
And I think that our admin, in light of what happened with our staff, I think they chose to really focus on the SEL for our initial meeting, and they scrapped some other plans that were more about like curriculum.
Mm-hmm. Well, good. That sounds like it was a good choice. Sarah?
Ours was pretty brief, and it was in the context of student stuff, but my co-counselor led the staff in some mindfulness activities. So it was partly to demonstrate things you can do with your students, but they got to experience it. And I think there's a goal to hopefully do something like that at most of our staff meetings, but we are finding there's so much to talk about. So kind of TBD.
Right. So you may want to also consider doing something like Mindful Monday or Wellness Wednesday. So there's a space that is like, whether it be the staff room or the lunchroom or something, where there's just like a 5 to 7 minute meditation, like, you know, the Calm app or something like that, that anyone from staff that wants to come can participate, just to even sneak it in before the school day. That might be another option as well. Okay. So what is some support that you are in need of today, either for yourself personally, for the kind of social emotional health of your staff, or for your programs? What is something that you would like support on now so we can focus our COPs on that in coming up, or training too? Sarah, is your hand raised again, or is that okay? Yes, go for it, Sarah.
Yeah, I just didn't want to interrupt anybody. One thing that I'm struggling with is there's a need for SEL, but it's also like such a chaotic year. So kind of like creative ways to integrate it into the school, strategies for integrating it into the classrooms with staff who like feel like they don't have time for it.
Right.
And kind of like maybe also like little things that we could be doing, because like I feel kind of a lot of pressure to do a lot of big things because there is such a need, but then I feel like I could see it ending up where like I don't even do anything because there's like so many things that should happen. So kind of just like support of like, here's something, if you have 10 extra minutes as a counselor that you can work on, or like something you can introduce to your school that also doesn't feel like, you know, a huge thing for us as counselors to take on.
Great, sounds good. Okay, Kimberly?
Yeah, for me, I would love some more information about the creation of care teams and like how to organize those and how to best utilize like intake forms, because I'm struggling with, they just started one at my school last year, then I'm new this year. So it's all kind of still in progress, and we're struggling with, you know, like I said, the most efficient way to build that and run that, especially when certain students are getting referred for counseling, but may need to be like looked at by the care team, or if students are getting referred to the care team, but they don't necessarily need that. They just need counseling, and like organizing all of that. So just anything regarding that would be super helpful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Danielle?
I know that we're an SEL co-op and, or, you know, organization of practice. And I think that we're lucky in having in our district something like a real strong foundation for that, and a lot of collaboration time around that. What I would love to see, and I know that's something that I'm struggling with, is academics. So like tracking academics, you know, because kids do get sent to us a lot for, you know, just not doing their work, or their grades are faltering. And so we have to, not only are we part of SEL, but we're a big part of the academic part of that too. So I would love to see some tools on how we track kids academically if they get sent to us. And we're starting to see a lot of attendance issues also. And that's probably just because we're coming off of COVID and at-home learning, but anything around attendance or any, you know, tips that anyone has or presentations, that would be awesome.
Okay, I'm on the attendance tip because I run all the SARB stuff, so I will help out with that individually myself.
You so much.
Okay, Christian.
Maybe just presentations. I'm starting to gauge what the teachers want from me and what the school wants from me to do as in presentations, push-ins. But as well as I would want to know what other presentations other schools are doing, and gauging their community, because since we're all near close to each other, if anything comes up, I'm like, oh, you know, if we need to start, you know, how do we build alliances? How do we say, you know, how do we build a community? How are you building a community? What other ways can we build a community? What other ways can we talk about bullying? What other ways can we talk about making friends? I have my presentations, I have past presentation experiences, but I would want to still gain from everyone else, or even like give a presentation to this group and like, can you critique it? Like, what would you add? This is the age groups. How would I make it for a second grade class? How would I make it for a third grade class? How can I have a career day for a third grade class versus a career day for a fifth grade class, right? That's where I'm at. It's just like, I want to still do tier 1. I'm trying to do much as I can to like see all the students. And I know it's an impossibility with working one-on-one with every single student in the school. I'm trying to find ways around it, but the easiest way for me is going to classrooms, meeting with the students and giving presentations. All I've been doing so far is pushing in the classrooms and helping students with their work, talking to them about, you know, what they're writing about, how they feel about math, how they feel about, you know, their seat. You know, I see that can cause conversation and, you know, have them feel like, you know, Mr. T is not only meeting with the, you know, certain kids, they're meeting with everyone.
Right.
So that's where I'm at. There's a lot of people who's been helping me with the presentations and giving me ideas on what to do. I would just want like either critiques on presentations I would do, and if you guys are open for that, or just like, oh, like if we were doing theme month, like what are all schools doing for this theme, and, you know, have it be parallel and be sequenced. So like, you know, the districts are different. We can have a month of like you know, anti-bullying or multicultural, so we're all celebrating together or all teaching the same or near the same topic as the need shows.
Okay, thank you for that. Anne?
So one of the things we've been in our district, we have not had is a SART or SARB board, if I can say that. So one of the things I would love if as a group here, we could slowly start to push stuff up to like the superintendent of, you know, the main superintendent, and to share out to the principals to say, here's concerns coming from this group, so that the information actually gets, because I've been in LCAT meetings, you know, for 8 years and have said, okay, yeah, we need, and even last year with all of the non-attendance, and now we're looking at severe academic deficiencies of those students that did not attend school. And now the question is, what do we have in as a protocol right now? Like, and it can't be necessarily counselors that create this protocol. I mean, we can have a voice as a stakeholder, but, you know, I believe that the wheel's been invented, and that's what we should also be learning from each other, is like, what's working at your school? Can we adopt it at ours? You know, and so sharing out really well worked practices, because at Westmore, we're dealing with 4 brand new administrators. And I'll leave it at that.
But also, just so you know, is that one of my tasks has been to rewrite the SART and SARB process to make it more restorative. And so I'm still in the process of writing plans, like a general one, and then we could share that here, and then we could help you guys tweak it to what works often for your grade level. So
that'd be great.
Go into that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, so we can go into that more in depth at a future meeting, but yeah, that sounds good. Okay, Danielle, did you have your hand up again, or was that just still up?
Sorry, that was still up. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Let me take it down. Sorry.
Okay, that's okay. Did anyone else have just something I saw someone put in the chat, 504 meetings. There was recently a training, I think like 2 weeks ago, with Dr. Dora Dome, but I've gotten a lot of calls after that training saying, oh, I didn't know about it. I'd like to miss it. She is a phenomenal expert in 504s, and I was a school counselor for 25 years and I still learn from her. So is that something that we would be interested in possibly bringing her back to do a presentation, or is that just a small group of people with like the 504 stuff? I'm seeing yes and thumbs ups. Okay. Okay, I will check that out. I will do that. All right. Okay, so then just for our optimistic closure, so you can either share this out loud or just join it, put it in the chat. What do you intend to do at your site to cultivate stronger relationships within the school community? So that can be as a whole, that can be teacher to administrator, that could be parent to teacher, student to administrator, like whatever machination that could be, or just as a whole. So what do you intend to do that you think is going to make a difference for the school culture in your school community to cultivate stronger relationships? Individual check-in with teachers, more check-in with teachers. Okay, great. And yes, stealing is strongly encouraged among this group. So just for Kimberly and others, we've also started, okay, shh, be quiet. Sorry about my dog. We have started a family engagement team. And one thing that we are working on is ways to build capacities with site administrators, as well as district administrators on, this is how you do outreach to traditionally underserved and under-resourced parents. So that's something that is definitely coming along the way too. Okay, creating more rapport staff, great. Art card, oh my God, that'd be amazing. Shh. Hi, thank you. Call more parents, great. Well, as always, I toss my hat at the work that you're doing at your sites, especially coming off the pandemic with the conflicting demands of what school districts want versus what teachers need versus what parents want. And again, for Hillary, I'm really sorry what's happened with your district. And again, if there's any way we can help out with that. We would love if you would take a moment to fill out the survey. Just kind of, it's going to give us a little bit more information of how to shape these community practices moving forward. So after you do that, you're free to go. And I look forward to seeing you all next month.